I'm thirsty.
I don't think you should drink that. It looks bad for you.
Nonsense. It makes me feel great. Smarter. More aggressive. I feel like I could. Like I could. Like I could. Take on the world.
Look, Hoagie, it's a hamster. Just what I need for dissection lab tomorrow.
I think I need that for the band, Laverne. You know, like we could bite its head off or whatever.
Hands off that hamster.
Friend of yours, Bernard?
He belongs to Weird Ed Edison, and it looks like he's brought us a note. It's from my old friend, Green Tentacle. He says that Purple Tentacle's mutated into an insane genius, and Dr. Fred's going to kill them both. I thought I was free of Dr. Fred and those crazy Edisons forever. But now I know that I must go back to the mansion. Okay, we'll spread out commando style. Laverne, you go secure the area behind those double doors. Ogie, you take care of upstairs reconnaissance. I'll maintain Command HQ here, in the lobby.
What are we looking for?
We've got to find where Dr. Fred is holding the tentacles.
This better not take too long. I've got an anatomy final tomorrow.
And I've got a show to set up later tonight. If I'm late, I don't get to test the drums.
If I know Dr. Fred, he's got the tentacles tied up in his secret lab. Question is, where's his secret lab? $19.52. It looks broken, but there's something in the coin return. I think you have to push it. A horticultural horror. I can't touch it, it's spiny. I can't touch it, it's spiny. Looks like a stand for tourist info and ad. I don't need any tourist junk. But this hardware ad looks macho enough for me. I can't see past the sign. It's already kind of chilly. I can't see past the sign in the window. I'm not leaving this motel until I find those tentacles. Spearmint, my favorite. It's stuck to the floor. It's stuck to the floor. There's something funny about that clock. Aha! A secret passage. This is all too easy.
Laverne, how'd you get upstairs?
Am I upstairs? I got lost.
Seen any tentacles?
What's a tentacle?
Oh, just something I whipped up in my spare time. Made good pets, actually, until one of them tried to take over the world. Had to tie the little buggers up in the basement.
Good thing you told us that.
Yeah, Bernard wanted us to set them free.
Thank God you weren't that stupid. Did you say Bernard?
Okay, you're free to go.
Thanks, Bernard.
Yes, thank you, naive human. Now I can finish taking over the world.
Wait!
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. He's incredibly evil, isn't he?
I'll try to talk him out of it.
Well, what possible harm could one insane mutant tentacle do?
Leaping lab rats!
Dr. Fred.
What have you done this time, you meddling milquetoast? Now Purple Tentacle is free to use his evil mutant powers to take over the world and enslave all humanity.
Whoops.
Our only hope now is to turn off my sludge-o-magic machine and prevent the toxic mutagen from entering the river.
Isn't it a little late for that, Doctor?
Of course. That's why I'll have to do it yesterday through the time machine.
This is all your fault, Bernard.
Behold, children, the Chronogon.
Doc, can't you just send Bernard?
No, you must all go to increase the odds that one of you will make it there alive.
Have any people ever been hurt in this thing?
Of course not. This is the first time I've ever tried it on people. Well, I'll be.
Bernard, float over here so I can punch you.
This must be that Woodstock place Mom and Dad are always talking about.
What could it all mean?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
Die. Die.
We may not live to see yesterday.
I'm sure Dr. Fred wouldn't have done this if it weren't safe.
After all, he is a doctor.
It works! I can't believe it! And they said imitation diamond wasn't good enough. Uh-oh. Cheap mail-order jewels.
What happened to Hoagie and Laverne?
I knew I should have bought a real diamond.
Are they alive?
My dials say that the larger specimen landed 200 years in the past, and the other is stuck 200 years in the future.
Well, hurry up and bring them back.
I will, as soon as I get a new diamond. Then all your buddies have to do is plug in their respective chronogons and...
Plug them in? Where is Hoagie going to find an electrical outlet 200 years in the past?
Yes, well, he'll be needing my patented super battery then, won't he? Now, where did I put those patented super battery plans of mine?
Plans? How are we going to get Hoagie plans?
Don't worry me with details, boy. Just help me find the plans. They're in this house somewhere.
Now what am I going to do?
I think I made myself perfectly clear. Step 1, find plans. Step 2, save world. Step 3, get out of my house. Let's get cracking.
It can't do anything without a... No way! No way!
Maybe I put them upstairs. That's got to be it. Upstairs.
It looks like a generator driven by a treadmill. I think it's designed to run with something, more like a small rodent. It's Dr. Fred's design for a super battery. It's capable of storing up to 1 gigavolt with a charge. I've got the plans.
Quick, we have to flush them to Hoagie.
How did you get over there?
My ingenious super battery design, please.
You really flushed them.
Yes.
Down the toilet.
No, through time. Using the highly sophisticated time flux hydraulic vortex chamber I've installed in each chronogon, you can flush small inanimate objects to each other through time. Flush small inanimate objects to each other through time.
Hello? Dr. Fred, can you hear me? Drat.
Did you hear something?
No. Let's see if what's-his-name catches on.
Oh, great. I'm stuck in colonial times, tentacles are taking over the world, and now the toilet's backing up.
Hoagie, come over here. It's your old pal, Dr. Fred.
Dr. Fred, how'd you get in there?
I want you to pick up those plans you see in the chronogon, Hoagie. Bring them to Red Edison. He's my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. He'll know what to do.
You need the plans to make a super battery so you can plug in your chronogon.
Okay, if you say so, Bernard.
Good boy. Does he have any experience with electronics?
Well, I once saw him take 3,000 volts directly through his head without batting an eye.
Didn't he pass out?
Well, he was already passed out when it happened.
Time for me to save the world, I guess. Okay, I flushed it. Grody. Grody. Huh, this door appears to be locked. Ye oldie outhouses. I don't wanna. The father of our country is gazing out at me. Wow. The father of our country is gazing out at me. Wow. I can't reach it. I can't reach it.
Soon all the power of the heavens will be mine! All mine! If only we had some nasty weather!
It's unplugged. It's unplugged. It's already open. It's totally covered with crud. Making it dirtier won't help. It's closed. I don't wanna. That would not be respectful. Besides, I might get caught. That would not be respectful. Besides, I might get caught. What's up? Don't feel like talking, huh? Well, that's cool. I had something for Red Edison. You wouldn't be him, would you? Great hat, man. I dig the three-corner idea. It's like the pyramids, you know? I heard pyramids are supposed to have weird energies. Whoa. Well, nice talking to you, dude. It's padlocked. The Constitutional Convention invites your comments, critiques, amendments to the Constitution. It's a little cage with a canary in it, perched above a little lever. Looks like someone's bedroom. It's already open. For what? Looks like someone's bedroom. It's blocked up with somebody's bed. Nah. It's one of those pulley things. It's just a cold chimney. Yo.
Hello?
What's up, you cold?
Cold? I'm freezing.
Why don't you build a fire?
Well, I keep asking Jefferson to build a fire, but he won't. Says he needs the log for posterity and won't part with it.
You mean it's like a symbol of growth or something?
I don't get any respect around here. Why, I bet if George I spent the winter in Valley Forge, Washington was cold.
How come you sign your name so big?
Astigmatism.
You mean you have like a childhood complex?
All right. The truth is that a friend once told me that women go crazy over guys with a big signature.
What are you guys doing in here?
We're writing
We're drafting a constitution for the United States.
Don't say draft. You'll only make me colder.
Wimp.
Why don't you have some hot coffee?
Oh, I can't stand coffee. It makes me irritable and want to bang my head against the walls.
You say that as though it was a bad thing.
Do you have any idea how much it costs to fix a wall these days? It's a racket.
Shouldn't you guys be working instead of just sitting there?
Writer's block. We can't think of any amendments or anything, so we put a suggestion box over there. I don't suppose you have any brilliant ideas?
What about free sandwiches for all roadies?
No, there's no such thing as...
Don't say it, dude. I've heard it before. Awesome blanket there, dude.
Thank you. It was given to me by my dear old colorblind Aunt Hattie.
Well, I gotta go, dude. Must have poor circulation. Hey, tall, dark, and spiffy. My name's Hoagie.
Well, how quaint. I am, of course, Thomas Jefferson, noted scholar, musician, horseman, student of the sciences, member of the bar.
Oh, sure, I've heard of you, dude. What's in the can, Tommy?
Thomas. My name is Thomas, and this, my chubby friend, is a time capsule, filled with remembrances of our time to be revealed 400 years hence.
So, how's the time capsule going?
I'm sorry to say that except for my log, we haven't got a thing.
Dude, is that like the Constitution?
Right now, it's just a constitution, I'm afraid. We hit a slight creative block right after the preamble. That's why we put up a suggestion box over there.
Could you start a fire, please?
I'd love to oblige you, young man, but I can't. This is the only log, and I'm saving it for posterity.
How can you let Hancock suffer like that?
A real man is warmed by the fires of his spirit. You should listen to Washington relate his experiences at Valley Forge and take heed.
Dude, I loved your work on the Declaration of Independence.
Ah, thank you. What was your favorite part?
I like the part about prudence.
Prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should...
Yeah, there's just one thing, though.
Yes?
Who's Prudence?
Never mind.
Has anyone ever told you you're a very snappy dresser?
Why, yes. I studied at Virginia Coat and Technical, where I majored in color theory. I was captain of the varsity cravat team.
Those are impressive credentials, Tom.
Thomas.
Well, later, dude.
What? What's going to happen later?
If I had a nickel for every time I've seen that face, I guess I'd have to start a fire to do that. It's a little cage with a canary. It's a little cage with a canary in it, perched above a little. I guess I'd have to start a fire to. It's a little cage with a canary in it, perched above a little lever. Huh. Yo.
Please, let me suffer in peace.
It looks like a martini shaker.
Don't touch that, it's government property. You can look, but don't touch. You can look, but don't touch.
Excuse me. Yes? Whoa, you're like George Washington.
Very much like him, according to my wife, Mrs. Washington.
Whoa.
Indeed.
Weren't you president or something?
Yes, I expect to be chosen president unanimously. I'm very well connected. Do you think I should be the ecology president or the education president?
I think ecology is very important.
Yes, of course, but what really matters is which one sounds better.
Is it true about you and the cherry tree?
Oh, yes, it's quite true. Why, I've cut down acres of cherry trees in my day.
I bet you've lost it. You couldn't cut down a tree to save your grandmother.
Lost it, have I? Why, I'd show you a thing or two if there were a cherry tree nearby. But as you can see, there isn't. I only cut down cherry trees. Family tradition, you understand, cherries only. There's nothing out there but cedar and kumquats.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I've been thinking about what you said about cherry trees.
Pondering the great truths, eh? Well?
I bet you've lost it. You couldn't cut down a tree to save your grandmother.
Lost it, have I? Why, I'd show you a thing or two if there were a cherry tree nearby. But as you can see, there isn't. I only cut down cherry trees. Family tradition, you understand, cherries only. There's nothing out there but cedar and kumquats.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Do you really have wooden teeth?
As a matter of fact, I do make use of artificial teeth. I find them to be far superior to the ordinary enamel variety.
Wow,
What do you brush them with?
I use a toothbrush, much like everyone else, and a bit of wood polish, of course.
Don't they make a disposable kind?
Actually, I believe the proprietor of this inn is working on something like that.
Don't you have a problem with splinters?
I've been to war, boy. No one who's heard the thunder of musket fire, smelled the sulphur from a cannon blast, and felt the fear in the hearts of his comrades is going to be bothered by a little thing like, oh, blast it.
Well, what about termites?
Hardly.
Where could I get some of those?
They're rather expensive. Mine were custom made for me by my good friend Paul Revere.
Didn't he invent 3D glasses?
I believe you have him confused with someone else.
I've been thinking about what you said about cherry trees.
Pondering the great truths, eh? Well?
I bet you've lost it. You couldn't cut down a tree to save your grandmother.
Lost it, have I? Why, I'd show you a thing or two if there were a cherry tree nearby. But as you can see, there isn't. I only cut down cherry trees. Family tradition, you understand. Cherries only. There's nothing out there but cedar and kumquats.
Hey, keep your hands off that! You can look, but don't touch. You can look, but don't touch.
Yo, Tom.
Thomas.
How goes the framing of the Constitution?
Not so well. We can't even decide what font to use. I sure hope someone gives us a useful suggestion soon.
So, how's the time capsule going?
I'm sorry to say that except for my log, we haven't got a thing.
How could you let Hancock suffer like that?
A real man is warmed by the fires of his spirit. You should listen to Washington relate his experiences at Valley Forge and take heed.
Well, later, dude.
What? What's going to happen later?
It's padlocked. I don't wanna. Bitchin'.
I can't open it.